So today I'm doing pull day. Now it's week 4. I'm supposed to be doing push, but a funny story happened, and I thought my microphone yesterday when I was filming the video, I thought the microphone was fully charged, when in reality, it didn't charge at all throughout the entire day. So I just did like one set of bench and then it turned off on me. Next week I'm doing push, and this week we're just doing another pull day. Now, I saw another video on muscle ups, and it was very helpful. It focused more on the diagonal pull up part, and I realized what I did wrong compared from last time. I have to stretch myself when I'm at the end of the swing, and then I have to like crunch myself up to help use that momentum to then have like the force to do a muscle up. And not only that, but I was not doing diagonal pull-ups at all. I would start the pull-up in the middle of the swing instead of at the end. Like when I have all the full force of the swing is not when I did the pull-up. I did the pull-up when I was like more in the middle. So that just means that like I just wasted a bunch of extra force that could have helped me, go all the way up. But yeah, aside from that, it's gonna be kind of like a last video where I'm gonna do a muscle up. Like I'm gonna try to do a muscle up, and then after that I'm gonna do my same old sets. Now, something I want to make normal and like bring to the introduction of every video I make now is the meal review. Okay, basically, before coming here, this meal wasn't that good, to be honest. I had pork, rice, drowned it in lime as my main meal, but I was very desperate after school, and I kind of had a lot of homemade Rice Krispies my mom made. So, and I kind of lost count. I kind of feel like my mind is over exaggerating it in my brain on how much I ate, and it's kind of like triggering the hidden anorexia inside of me. But basically, I'm right now low on protein and above on calories. But since I noticed that, I think I can definitely fix it over dinner. I just have to skip unhealthy carbs and just eat like protein shake and pork, and then bam. Now back to the actual meal review. I'd give this meal like a 5 out of 10. If it was passing, it'd be a 7. It was not a passing meal. I'm gonna have to recoup over dinner. All right, well, I made it to the gym, so yeah.
All right, that was a good start. I felt it pretty nice. I just have to get a better grip so I can then push up. That transition is tricky. So listen, I'm gonna stop practicing for today. Actually, I'm gonna stop practicing for today. I noticed that when I'm get on the bar, that my wrists are like this. When to do a dip, you need to have them straight. You can't just like do a dip, like, I don't know how to explain it. I need to have my body over my wrists. It's far apart. I have to have a smoother transition. So, other than that, it's time to go work out. All right, so after practicing all those muscle ups, it's time to do some wide grip pull-ups. We're gonna do the orthodox way. All right, we're gonna get a 50-pound dumbbell between my legs. I'm gonna get 50-pound dumbbells between my legs, and I'm gonna do some pull-ups. Wide grip. All right, I'm gonna try to hit for 8 reps. If I hit 8, I'd be pretty happy. All right, so 125 pounds, I'm gonna do some pendlay rows. I noticed an error in form last time, and that's that I would let myself go too down forward. So I'd be like this, right? Even though I could have my lower back straight, it was still at a very down angle. I have to make sure to keep it 90 degrees perpendicular. All right. Time for a couple. So it's time for a couple niche sets of 160-pound wide grip lat pull down. All right, so realize two problems. Last set. One, this thing was all the way at the bottom. And two, I'm not really sure if this was a problem, but I realized that I was not focusing on keeping my wrist straight. Now, I'm not sure if I even had my wrist straight, like maybe I did it unconsciously, but I'm going to assume I didn't. And yeah, anyways, the huge issue I had today is that I'm pretty low on energy. But I'm gonna try to get the rest of this show on the road. All right, time for some incline hammer curls because I need to escape bicep shrinkage, all right? Our biceps are shrinking, all right? And I just did like, I think 5 sets of cable bicep. So I'm just gonna do like 2 sets of this. Then I'm just gonna do some rear delt calves. I'm out of here. Yes, this exercise is kind of like my kryptonite. I'm doing this with 25 pounds at night, and my first set I did 8 reps of this, but right now I barely did 7. So, all right, so right now I'm gonna do hack squat calf press, 170 pounds. I like to do some calves in pull day. This is a new thing I've done. I'm gonna go on about it later, but I'm gonna do 4 sets of these. That's 4 sets. 4 sets. Oh my goodness, my brain is so fried. So, I already did my compressions in terms of core, if you remember last video. Now I'm just gonna do some practicing of front lever and then some skin the cats. I'm just gonna do that a little bit more and then I'm done. All right. Well, right now I'm headed home. I'm gonna eat dinner and that's it for the day. But I just want to give a small little overview of the workout. When I'm editing the video, I'm gonna put in all the sets I did, as well as like the highest rep I did, or the highest set I did for each exercise. I had a big focus on biceps today. I think I did like 7 to 8 sets worth of bicep. And in terms of all my back exercises, I have a very lat wide grip focus on all of them, you know. Lat pull downs, I did them wide grip. Pendlay rows, you know, and then of course wide grip pull-ups. Other than that, in terms of the miscellaneous, that being calves and core, I'm right now going to explain why I did them. Okay, let's see. The reason why I do calves in a pull day is because, well, since I only have 1 leg day a week, that means I only train calves once a week, right? Calves, they're not like quads or hamstrings. They have more, they have a quicker recharge time, right?
And not only that, but I have a higher focus on quads and hamstrings than I do on calves on leg day. So when I'm actually training out calves, my legs are already tired and everything, and I won't be able to have as good of an effect on my calves because I'll probably be doing less weight. Everything that involves doing one part of your leg is most probably going to end up in using the rest of your leg, right? So in pull day, when I'm not using any of my legs, I just do a bit of sled press calf raise or hack squat calf raise, and I have juicy, full pumped legs that I can use to my disposal, all for my calves. And my calves are very happy because of that. And also because my calves are very small, so I need to put a lot of attention and care into them. And it's not like that's a rare thing. Everyone has small calves unless you're born with it. It's a very big genetic play in there. And it's not that you have bad genetics if you have normal sized calves. If you have normal sized calves, that's just normal because like evolution thought it wasn't sigma to have big calves. Now, in terms of core, it's basically the same rules. I do my core in leg day, but I want to train core more because it has more recharge time. But also, I want to train my calisthenics area, right? And in leg day, I have more of a hypertrophy focus to core. So I'll be doing stuff like cable crunch and like cable wood choppers. But pull day gives me the chance to work on stuff important for calisthenics, such as compression. Like that's just an ability that can help me with more things in the future, like handstands, which I'm working on. I work on them during boxing days. But most importantly, like what you've just seen me doing, something like my front levers, stuff like that, so that later on in the future I can probably hit even more complex stuff. So I'd say I'm close to achieving front lever. I'm definitely seeing some progress, but it's very hard to see progress in an exercise such as that. Like that's mostly just like a feel around, you're going to town, So other than that, like that's just basically a full overview of today. I wouldn't give this workout that good of a rating. I'll tell you why. I'm giving this workout like a 6 out of 10. No, 7. No, actually, 8 out of 10. It's passing. Now I did hit more on pull-ups, but the biggest issue, so that's like a small W, but I had 2 big issues. One being that I was low on energy, so I had the biggest rest in between my sets. I should have been done with all of my bicep and back workouts back at an hour 30, and then like have basically 30 minutes to do calves and core. But instead, all that stuff took me like 2 hours, 20 minutes, and then I was doing calves and core for the last 20 minutes, making this workout like a 2-hour, 40-minute workout. And I don't know, it's like a trend I'm seeing recently, that I get very tired, low drive, and I have to force myself to do stuff. And like, of course, it's not good at all to have to like force it out, because the best workouts you do are when you're feeling motivated, when you have all that energy in you. But it's always better to force it than to do nothing. Like to force it and do bad than to do nothing and do nothing, So I had to force this workout, took a long time, but it's passing. And then another big issue was that because of my low energy, I was going down on weight heavy after each set. Like for pull-ups, I first did 8 reps, then I tried and I couldn't get 6, but like I got 6, but I barely got it. And then like my last set got 4, and like I actually tried there, but I don't know, I just had some like exponential decrease in terms of like strength and stuff. Also, I found it hard to reach failure today. I just had a very low drive, and of course I know like it's always best to reach failure. Definitely not in a science way, but like science lifting has been going too far recently. But what I mean by it's always good to reach failure is that you always want to get the maximum juice out of your muscles, right? And I felt like in some exercises I didn't really get the maximum juice I could have gotten, but sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Well, time to go eat. I'm very hungry.
All right, you guys, I'm back home. So, beverage, I love almond beverage. It's my favorite beverage. And listen, my parents give me full custody too. I didn't need to serve this in a little cup and just drink it out the canister because they like their little skim milk. Protein shake because I'm on protein and I need to stay under a high calorie range. And as for the main meal, I feel like I kind of underserved here, but we have a lot, so I can just like reheat whenever I need. This is pork. It's the same exact pork I ate in lunch, and it's alone, right? Doesn't look that good. This is pretty sigma right here. So basically, that's gonna turn this like 0 out of 10 meal into like a 10 out of 10 meal. Oh, and of course, this is just like, you know, it's just like. Gotta shake it better. This is just like a gym bro thing. Actually, I don't know if anyone has this, or just like 0 calories, bro. Ostia Tio, that tastes amazing.